Just a moment. Hello. Welcome to Clash Royale. It looks fiery here because I don't have the best vertical setup, but I think it will do. And here's the deck I'm going to try to use for a bit. This isn't the deck I thought I was using. No, that's right. Sorry. I had a conniption there for a second. This is the deck I'm going to try to use. I'm going to try to climb some ladder, and that gets a little frustrating. I can always swap to 2v2's, and if people watching want to play, I'm down to drop the 1v1 invite and stuff like that, or to play some twos with viewers. And I'm just going to try to climb some ladder. I'm at 13,330 trophies. And at rank 13,500, I will unlock ranked mode, which is more competitive, maybe, possibly. And I will try to do that. And that is where I'm at here. I'm making sure my quick buttons work down there. Nice. I have a little remote, and I'm playing on a big giant screen with a pen. Alright, well, let's just get right into it. My game's a little quiet, I might have to turn it up. It's definitely kind of quiet. I haven't seen any big cards from them yet here. But I get some damage off the Musketeer, that's pretty nice. I think I'll be able to capitalize off this Firecracker coming in. Unless I whiff it horribly like I just did. But that's okay. I'll at least mitigate the left side. And I've got good damage on the right. I'm gonna pressure again with my Mortar, and I feel like they're gonna have to play their big card after playing their Witch. Yep. That makes sense to me. And that didn't go how I wanted it to. I'm not... it's gonna take me a few games to be placing cards as fast as I like, I think, because I'm not used to playing on my big screen. Nice. Now I have some Musketeer to probably have some pressure. She'll get the Firecracker, no problem. And she'll poke the tower. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm just gonna play my Mortar again. They're definitely gonna Mega Knight soon. And they're stalling for it. They want to play it when their Witch hits the bridge in a second. I should have a whole lot of ouchie there now. Uh-oh. It's fine. That's not fine. became less fine. And I'm definitely losing this match. And I meant to warm up with 2s anyways, so maybe I'll play some 2s after this one and probably play better. Well, they won that one. Well played. Yeah. They did a nice funny emote, and I like that. Let's copy this and do a few 2s so I actually warm up a tiny bit. I think that would behoove me. It's already... See, I was using Snow Golem instead of Barrel, that's why I had a pause earlier. But I put Barrel in because I always have such a struggle against Goblin Barrels. Sorry, I just want to fly. I seen it in the chat, bud. Let's find a 2s match. I forgot to turn my game up. But I'll do it next time, hopefully. Good luck. Let's poke with our Sphere Goblins. I mean, that's a lot of elixir to get out of it. Wow, the pressure of doom. The Expo and the mortar. And we stopped at all of their reaction to it. So this is definitely dangerous for them. They had to fireball it, but we got a lot of damage off the Expo. And they used all their spirits, so I think I feel pretty safe to throw some goblins down, and that's going to be more pressure than it's worth. Yeah, they had nothing for it. My teammate's way ahead of me, so I'm okay, let them take the lead here. I just noticed one of our opponents is like bowling pins. They're like a bowling alley. It's very cute. We'll deal with the prince. Probably gonna spirit my goblins, but I'd rather they spirit the goblins to our tower. Weird. That's how they've decided to do this. You get one more hit off the mortar at the last moment. Nice. I'll just put a muskie in the back. And they're gonna pressure the Mega Knight. The Evo snowballed, but right when I barreled, so I don't think it matters. And my Evo mortar dealt with everything on the left side. Well, we were all worried about that. At least I was. I'm just going to support their Expo and Valkyrie with my Muskie. That's going to deal with the Mega Knight, no problem. They had a really good arrow getting that Prince. That's good. Good game. That was a good teammate. Let's do another 2 and then we'll do Trophy Ladder. I need to get my reflexes back by doing the 2s or 2. The 2s or 2. 2 2s. Atomic Guardian. We shall defeat Skylar and Supercell is garbage. The opponent names. Not any of my opinions. still haven't turned my game up. I'll try to remember after this. It's a little bit faint. Made it so Mega Knight walked. Now there's a lot coming down on us. I choked. Hey, that's bad. We might lose that tower now. We're at least gonna clean up what's left of the push. And we have 2 minutes to counteract it. Yes, replace the tower. I'll just play a Mega Minion to kill that guy. I like their hog push, but I didn't have anything to follow it up with. And we need to get some elixir back for a bigger push. I'm gonna pressure on that side, but also support their prince. Makes sense. Oh no. Stop, Mega Knight. You evil man with your evil plans. They're not allowed. You've multiplied into more Mega Men. That's not allowed either. No! We're dying horribly. A lot of my decks are foolhardy. It's a good description of many of my decks, and if advice is ever given, I will at the very least listen. But there are cards I just don't like using. Like Murder. I like the Scrimblowy cards. We're pretty boned. I don't think we're getting back from this one. Oh well. I was running basically this, but with cannon cart. Like this. And I could give that a go again. It's just like cannon cart's great, and I love cannon cart, but they really did some bad balancing to it, and it costs so much elixir more than Muskie. And it's just like Muskie has more range, same damage, less elixir, attacks air when Cannon Cart doesn't. There's a lot of good there. But I think I'm gonna swap Berserker for Bandit and maybe do some good Bandit work, because decks become cheaper than when I swapped. I had originally had Bandit, and then I put on Berserker to make the deck cheaper. I made the deck cheaper a different way, and now I think it's fine for Bandit. This is another 2. Hang on, can I turn the game up? It's at 100 right there. My system volume wasn't at my default. That's why things were quiet. Probably was not quiet for you guys. Let me just see how loud it is now. Yeah, it's better. I can hear better. Okay, good deal. Should we try another 2? We'll try another 2. I'm gonna mute for a second, but also I saved for the archer. Might be mortar time. Yeah, I think it was a good play. This Frost Spirit might not make it through, but it might. Yes, you hero! And now the bandit will just stack damage with these goblins. And we'll do the impossible. We will slay the E-Giant before it even... Nope, there's a poison. Now it's going down because of my opponent's... Not my opponent. My teammate's tremendous Mega Knight. Which I will now support with Muskie. I feel like we've only seen the big card of one of our opponents. I guess one of them is just running Bowler. My teammate can distract that. While my minion kills it. I'll slow everything down with my spirit and pressure with the mortar. Kinda huge. Goblins will deal with the dragon. And then I'm gassing myself, my teammate is full on elixir. And they're gonna Mega Knight whatever their opponents do. Or not. That's okay. By gassing, I mean I'm out of elixir. Oh. See, I knew I was missing out on something from our opponent's side. I'm saying the opposite every time. They have Graveyard. So one of them's running Graveyard, one of them's running E-Giant Bowler or something. One of them's running Bowler Graveyard probably. One of them's running probably that Dragon and E-Giant. Oh, that's getting scary. Wow, look at all the crazy damage we just did though. Yes, go my bandits. You're tremendous. I know the pressure from this mortar will be immense because our opponents do not have the elixir to deal with it. That was a really good E-Tower though. It did deal with my mortar. Whoa. It's getting scary. I think we got it. Me and my teammate have had a brilliant defense this whole game. Here is the next graveyard. I'm gonna put a muskie behind it. Then we're gonna try to get that bowler with our Mega Minion. And then right after that I can pressure the mortar. Yes, because my teammate is gonna Mega Knight. No. Stack of Frost Spear at the back. It's gonna hit that Inferno Dragon in a minute. A Muskie and a Bandit down for damage. Gets tornadoed again. Probably should have expected that. But now I can turn them around for just a second with my mortar. Get more damage on the Bandit. I'm gonna barrel that E-Tower. And hopefully he goes down, but it got our Archer. That's too bad. Now we're a bit less prepared for this graveyard. It's gonna hurt. Yep. At least got a bunch of them down with Goblin Curse. I think that bowler dies. They're wheeling us down with poison. That's a strange curse. Oh, it's because the game's over and I was not paying attention. I was just focused on defending. They're having issues over there. I hope they find solutions within themselves. Alright, let's copy this. I feel good about this. We didn't lose that match. I mean, we didn't... Wow, I am just... It's opposite day for me. We didn't win that match. but that's okay. Let's just paste over that randomly. And let's try another trophy road match. Against Devastation. Good luck, Devastation. I will destroy you. Biding my time. They're gonna use their poison. I will bandit that. This bandit and my tower will deal with the witch. Easy peasy. I'm leaking elixir. I'm gonna put a minion in the back and then probably pressure with mortar in a second. We got the walk-in mortar. Bowler. I almost got that out before the E tower. Put it down at the same time, which is too late. I think we'll get the bowler down pretty good. He wasted the elixir, I think. He died late enough that it was wasted, so that's nice. He is in the bowler. I know nothing of my opponent's pronouns. Some goblins down so we don't get overwhelmed by skeletons. Pressure with our mortar. And we're gonna curse and bandit. I should have timed my curse better, because I knew she was gonna summon too. So we're just gonna mitigate this ouch that has come upon us. It got bad though, in it just now. That's gonna hurt a lot. Let's just try to pressure with our bandit. Yeah, this isn't going our way. Just doing a defensive hero bowler. Pressure with the bandit again on the right. And defend with Muskie on the left. It's not enough to push through though. Some of my decks, it feels like they turn out really well, and some of them I just end up on losing streaks. I had a winning streak earlier. Let's just keep trying. Now we fight Claudio. Ain't too much about the bandit. I'm just gonna put my mortar down. And then I might... I'm still gonna bandit. And then I'm gonna goblin curse. That should become a big issue for them. Frost Spirit will hopefully hit the dragon, or ignore the dragon. Let's play Muskie in the back here. We'll distract the dragon long enough. And that's okay. I was gassed, but I had enough to at least distract the dragon. It's kind of bad. This dragon's gonna hit. If they had mirror freeze, that'd be bad. See what the bandit can get up to there. I don't have a lot of bandit solutions, and we can keep up on damage because of that. Strangely enough. Pressure with the mortar. Probably support with the bandit. So we're gonna do that. I want to start chipping away at that immediately. It's a really good Frost Spirit Evo. So now we can get the bandit out. And what do they do about the bandit? They play their knight, their hero giant, which I should get really good damage on because they've had to play it defensively. I don't think I need to do anything else about it. Just gonna go straight into my next mortar. Well, they use freeze in a way that I liked. And I like that. I distract that Inferno Dragon as long as we can. Seemed like it was long enough. And then the bandit can go right to that princess if all goes well. And right to the tower and win us the game. Very good. Good game. Again. That was a pretty solid opener. Now let's apply pressure with this bandit. I have more elixir than they do right now, I'm fairly certain. That all changes when I do this right now. That's okay. I could have saved to just do mortar. It would have been a better idea. Because it would have dealt with that firecracker and I would have taken 1,000 less damage. Lesson learned. Put in our bandit. Just have the bridge spam. Bridge bandit. Very good damage. I don't know what they're up to. I just start bridge spamming a little bit until I figured it out. Stack Muskie in the back. They are leaking elixir. I don't know why. Have they left the match? Our opponent might be gone. They just disconnected? They were doing quite well. Not that it has any bearing on it. Well, it is a trophy match. I will take the win if they are not here and move on. Should be plenty to get it done. Okay. Well, bring me another. Oh, excuse me. I think that opener went well too. Let's pressure these goblins. Dagger Duchess will get most of them, but they felt the need to zap, and that's what I wanted. I wanted them to zap. Or snowball, or whatever they had. Fireball too. It's a good time for a mortar. I can follow up with a bandit with whatever they do. Right about now. Good time for a goblin curse. Now we should have a lot of goblins dealing with that E-wizard. And that's been lovely damage right there. Could keep pressuring because she's out of daggers. I didn't go for it because I want elixir. I could bluff. Sorry, I'm reacting to this. Which is when I act like I have 10 elixir and I don't. There's a time and a place for it, and I didn't feel it was time. I just almost did, which is why I'm mentioning it. And it will stop him. And then Muskie and the tower will get all those bats down. And they spent a lot of elixir on all that with that fireball as well. Even with Zap Evo, we get good damage there. And then the pressure of the spear goblins, they have to react to it, and Bandit's gonna catch something. Yes! And I put my barrel down to deal with all of them, and then curse immediately. And now this is a mortar that they are gonna struggle with. And now they have no elixir right now. Does he tap? Yes. We got breathing space just now. But it's enough with just the Goblin Curse to get them down no matter what. Game. They were tough. Now Eno G. Good luck. You're of the same mind. I will distract the E-Dragon. The distraction will quickly die from that mini P.E.K.K.A. So we'll whittle down the mini P.E.K.K.A with all our ranged attacks and then freeze the E-Dragon, even though we get zapped a bit. And now there's some pressure they have to deal with. Could have cursed, but it would have left me not enough elixir to deal with them. They have more elixir than I do in it now, I'm pretty sure. That's why they felt so sure of using that barrel. I mean log. They were waiting to see what I had. Furnace will die from the next mortar shot. The mortar might hit the tombstone before it goes. Yay! Let's curse it that time. Because I can mortar in a second. It didn't turn out perfectly. It actually turned out better at the end. I got lucky. We're gonna Mega Mini at the back. And it'll be... I'm still gonna mortar, but they did just pull Golem in the back. I'm gonna cycle around to another mortar, hopefully by the time that Golem's over here. And I'm glad I hurt E-Dragon. Nah, I didn't get a mortar out in time. Let's just focus on the damage. They're gonna die from the fire spirit. Nope, they got out. They got the furnace down in time. That's so huge, because now I can pressure with my next mortar. And I will start cycling to the next mortar immediately, because I can do it faster than the golems. And that golem is gonna get hurt very bad. So that golem's getting nowhere near the tower. Ouchie. Oh, that hurt so bad. Oh no, I'm done for. I'm a goner. Oh, it's official. I'm a death. Ow. Soon. Maybe. But I'll never give up. She'll die fighting. Another mortar for all the damage. I mean, I meant to say musky. But it's okay. Hear into my mind and understand me. In my time of dire need, I stopped them, and I mortar. I must. I have to keep the muskies coming, because that is the main pressure that they've been struggling with. And it's gonna rush that down. You get a lot of value out of that, but I can do another mortar now. And I can slow this down and put another muskie down. They're gonna die from E-Dragon easily. You distract E-Dragon with the barrel. Nice. And we pressure with this mortar. And we curse. And the damage of the muskies and the barrels. Maybe we'll get through in these last 30 seconds. Bandit is for whatever they try to stall me with. It was the mini P.E.K.K.A. Another curse down. Maybe convert something. And distract more of this barrel. Oh, go, you hero goblins! No, you were so close! I believed in you, and it's okay. Good game. I almost made a comeback. I tried very hard. Oh well, try again. He did manage to poke me a bit at that starting play. Just let him blow up on my mortar. Mortar will hit a hit unless it's there. Wow, they did that very smartly. At least I activate my King Tower over it. They did some very clever shenanigans with their E-Tower just now. By distracting my mortar and having it hit nothing. Let's just deal with that with the curse. So stop one elixir over them. She doesn't get a hit on. I put the mortar down. We're gonna put the E-Tower down, right? Put it down over there. Okay, mortar's still alive. Good deal. Now I can stall whatever the reaction is pretty well. And I'm already at my next mortar. So what do they do now? I can curse all of that up. And the mortar dealt with the firecracker. Huge. Oh, I was hoping my Mega Minion would get their ability off on our furnace friend here. But I managed to predict the Skarmy. So we get way more value off of that mortar than we would have. And maybe I can stall that Hog Rider. But I didn't. But he didn't hit anyways. And a mortar is an excellent meat shield. That bandit does crazy work by getting the furnace and forcing out the mini P.E.K.K.A. And we can stall the mini P.E.K.K.A. with our barb barrel. Then I'm right next to my next mortar now again. We haven't seen their skeleton giant in a second. I might have been keeping the pressure high enough to keep them from using it. I managed to get it down before it even crosses the bridge. I'm not going to worry about my mortar. Just hope it at least damages the firecracker. Nice. I am hoping they do not have E-Tower yet. Maybe convert a bunch of these into goblins. They have E-Tower. It's gonna take down my mortar. We can deal with the furnace and have the next mortar. And I'm gonna bank on being able to stall this P.E.K.K.A. We get the damage off the mortar. Excellent. Now we're only 2 curses away, even if we don't hit. But I think we won. Good game. Let's do it again. We are climbing. Good luck. We have a strange opening hand. I don't like their opening hand either, I think. Hey, I gave them something to use, though. So it's a win-win. I'm just gonna stall that with my mortar and maybe get a hit off. And I did get the hit off. And use the ability. Yes! And I deal with her. I have done it. I have achieved strategy. We're gonna bluff and I elixir. Small bluff. It's probably gonna hit my spirit. Oh, it hits the bandit. I mean, I don't think he wins this. I was talking about the bowler. Fighting my troops there. We get some more goblins out of those bats. And then there's no more Hog Rider. Just gonna let that activate my King Tower with a bandit. Nice. And we can put the Ice Spirit down to support that bandit. But she's gonna die to that bowler. We can put this Mega Minion down and see what they do about it. Onto this bowler. That makes a lot of sense. But I think it deals with the bowler all the same, and then I'll clear do a mortar in a second, but times 2 elixir in like 8 seconds. Not sure how much value that log's gonna give them. But that E-Tower is gonna deal with the mortar. I didn't want to deal with it because I knew that Hog Rider is coming. And I need to deal with that. There we go. Turn those all into goblins. And have our next mortar down right away. And the bandit will hopefully go to either the bowler or whatever they react with. Maybe that minion can dash at the firecracker, but there's no need. Make more goblins out of their bats. I think their best bet would be to start spamming bats like on the opposite lane. To like try to split my reactions. Do they have another E-Tower? Maybe. Yes, they do. I don't know if the spirit makes it through. Oh my gosh, a hero of a frost spirit. I don't know how it made it through. That clears us for the next mortar. We've been cycling mortars like crazy. That mortar is going to damage the tower even though it's on the bowler. Just that first hit. I have cycled to my next mortar already. I can make those into goblins. They all kind of die immediately. Let's just cycle with a frost spear in the back. Might even evade that log. Oh my gosh. That frost spirit dodged so much just to die at a tower. The minion in the back, because our muskie's gonna die. Let's just hope she gets some damage. Now they're pressuring the other lane. Get on them. That's smart. Because I have to spend more elixir when they put stuff in the other lane. All of these into goblins. And put our next mortar down. Hopefully that frost spirit makes it through. Oh, what a hero. Hopefully they all deal with the Hog Rider, and I can just do my next mortar. I think we squeaked by. We've made it to overtime, and I think we have more health. Well played, Heisenberg. Let's play another. I feel like I reacted very weird there, but it's probably fine. Shoot. I opened my Wacom control settings for a second. All good. I'm just pushing the wrong buttons. That should be plenty of distraction. Even with that zap, that P.E.K.K.A is not touching. And I'm just going to pressure my mortar. And the E towers, I mean the E Inferno tower. That's what I expect. I will just turn all that to goblins for free. Do they freeze it again? Because freeze is an expensive reaction to that. They have log. But they still haven't dealt with this. Is the Inferno tower going to come out? It did. And I think I predicted it with my guy really well. Nice. Okay. Almost got their tower entirely. And now they don't have Inferno tower, so what did they do about it in my mortar? I forced the P.E.K.K.A out. I'm just gonna let it go hit the mortar. And damage down this P.E.K.K.A as much as I can. Turn around, Miss P.E.K.K.A. And then we can curse all these skeletons and install all of that plenty on. And neither Miss P.E.K.K.A or Miss Witch is even gonna touch us. I do have to use my barb barrel. And then we'll split this army up with my spirit and clean up with the muskie. And we'll do some pressure over here with the bandit and the goblins. Now I have damage over there they have to worry about, even if they do something over here. But I think they aren't gonna get over. I can deal with that witch. Good game. Very good. Now we fight this person. I don't want to say their name wrong. Let's go ahead and open up with the bandit. And we catch that spirit off guard. With the Mega Minion down in case they use their ability. And it's a slight overreaction, but keeps me very safe. I'm gonna wait to see what they do. Get some damage off on the Royal Giant off the bat. I'm gonna put the Muskie in the back and do a defensive mortar. Stack some damage with my bandit. It leaves me gas, but also I'm not sure what they can do to me right now. She should deal with him, but nothing's gonna touch. I can do some more pressure with this goblin in the meantime. Force out their spirit, which they liked, which I know they wanted to poke with. So I'll keep that in mind. But it is not a good trade in my favor. So it's not worth pressuring with those gobos unless I see them use that spirit. It's worth getting the damage on him. On it. With my hero ability. That was good damage. And I liked getting it off. Now let's just hope we do enough damage to the Royal Giant. And it's probably gonna die to the Zappy Man. Oof, that hurt. Let's just chill out for a second. They have more elixir than us after that. We had to do a very expensive defense. They're going to come back to us before I can go to them. I thought. Might have been wrong. No need to worry about that. Just gonna go ahead and pressure my mortar. And I will be able to cycle to it now. I can damage him with my bandit. Bandit's gonna die to the Zappy. Can't remember its name, that's my issue. Stall P.E.K.K.A. with that. Do a defensive mortar because now that's a thing. Get the electricity shot out with that. It's gonna hit my mortar and muskie next. So bandit can clean it up. And then the ice guy isn't too big of an issue. And he has so little health. And P.E.K.K.A. is gonna get my bandit. I'm gonna pressure with the mortar. I need to cycle faster. Deal with our Royal Giant. There it is. Already got the next mortar. They are 2 fireballs away. They're 1 fireball away if they zap. So this is my last moments. Bother with that, just hope you guys. I'm gonna do the murder. Game, they're gonna zap me dead. Zap is good damage. I get very good value out of Goblin Curse though, and the only good damage off of Zap is from its Evo. We've climbed pretty high though. We're doing good. Let's try again. Go, Bandit, go! Open the game up. Oh, Mega Knight! The Mega Knight jump over there. Probably gonna jump on my Musketeer, but that's okay. It's only gonna get 1 hit. I might just pressure with my mortar. Curse all that up. We'll just put some bats down to deal with all the goblins. If they use the ability, I'll just mortar. Yeah. And the muskie will help clean up with the bandit. All the prince can do is walk at us now. Once he's off that rhino. And the goblins and the muskie are more than worth to deal with. But they do have wizard. She's not even gonna hit the wizard. Oh, my bandit did not get her dash off that time. But we came out relatively unscathed. Just gonna curse because it's a good elixir trade. Especially if they have to react to goblins. And they just throw a Skarmy out for no reason. Install that with the barrel. And then pressure with the mortar. There's the next Mega Knight. That's gonna break through. So I need to stall with my bandit. And I need to hope my defense here goes well. With my Frost and Curse. It hurt very bad. I was gonna do my mortar, but let's just let that wizard come at us and then damage the prince as much as we can and get some goblins out of it. Now we can mortar. Much safer. There's the next guy. Managed to get him not to hit our mortar, and we're getting some damage off. Very good. You get that wizard down, no problem. Some free goblins from the bats. They're gonna react to everything I did. But Bandit was too close to dash to the Hog Rider. I can go ahead and play another mortar and save that Bandit with my barrel. And that should have enough damage to get the prince down, and those will just become goblins. Can they deal with my mortar still? No, they cannot. Good game. It's all about figuring out the counters. Okay. Oh, what a funny number. Back. I think this is going okay so far. As long as we can keep the Golden Princes and the Sparkies at bay. They're just gonna arrow my bandit, and it worked well for them. Now where do they deal with the Spear Goblet? How do they deal with the Spear Goblet? They zap it. Now I'm gonna muskie in the back and act like I have a bit more elixir than I do. So go ahead and put a mortar down. I think it worked. Oh, he hits my muskie. I didn't know. But I managed to damage that pretty well. And it should clean that up. And then Curse can make it all into Goblin. They have to use their Prince ability right away. Then I'm gonna muskie and go ahead and barrel. And the princess is locked onto the barrel, not the muskie. Have they played P.E.K.K.A yet? I don't think so. All this into Goblin. Easy. Easy Goblin. Evil Goblin. Yeah, P.E.K.K.A.'s gonna be an issue. Oh, I played my curse far too early. It may not get any of them. I got a few. I took damage. Bad damage. These princesses are getting very out of hand. Did I not click the ability good enough? I clicked my hero ability and it just didn't. Oh, I might be toast because of it. Not because of it, because my opponent's very good, to be fair. But I made a terrible mistake. Oh, I did not need to barrel there. Go Bandit. I'm noticing while my deck is very good against like a moderate amount of spam deck cards, like, and by that I mean like hordes of enemies, when it gets to be like half their deck, I'm getting distracted. When it gets to be like half their deck is a horde, I think my deck starts to get overwhelmed by it all. Even though it's very strong against like a not so much horde. Mortar managed to pull the prince back over the side. We don't have anywhere near enough time to do the damage we need. So that's game. It's okay. Good game. Where are we at now? On terms of trophy. 13, 3, 8, 9. So only about 120 to go. Good luck. Well, great damage on that bandit. Let's just go ahead and put goblins over here, because now they have to do more elixir to deal with it. I can probably get my king tower activation. Very good. I'm gonna go ahead and do my mortar, and I bet they're gonna use their hero, their champion ability. Most of my deck is weak to it, so I want them to use it as soon as possible. They have an Expo. Expo's gonna connect, and it's gonna be bad. Took them to the same damage I'd done to them. Let's try to deal with everything else as light as possible in lieu of the Expo news. We'll get our elixir back for now. Get a tiny tap from the goblin, that's nice. Cannoneer will get the firecracker, no problem. Put the musketeer in the back. And then we'll pressure in a second. And hopefully before they have their Expo. Musketeer still got very good value, even though she was fireballed. I'm pretty happy with that. Get a few hits off with the mortar. And they're probably gonna Expo. No. Put the mortar down. A fireball. So now they're gonna E-Tower Expo as soon as my mortar's gone. I'm pretty sure. Not quite. You might not have the health. Oh, please break through. Please break through and damage that expo. Oh no. It's gonna hurt. That expo's gonna hurt. Okay, I managed to mitigate it at least. They're cycling to their next expo and their E-tower's still down. Gathering strength. There it is. I knew it was coming. Shoot. That's so bad. I need to just get Goblin Curses off on their tower and defend their expo. Their expo's gonna be out in just a moment. They have Fireball, I forgot. Well played. Maybe I should have cycled my curses sooner. Was I getting enough value out of curse that game? As in, did I make enough goblins against the expo user? I just sort of skimmed through here. This match I just played on the replay. I didn't use Goblin Curse often against them. I got almost no value out of it that game. Almost none. I played it once at the end for tower damage. So the Goblin Curse seems strong until I fight the expo user. I wonder if normal Frost Spirit and Zap Evo might be slightly preferable. And we can just go ahead and give it a try, because we can always go back. No more Goblin spam, but it's not like we needed that. Ow. I hit my knee, but I'm okay. Duck. Go, bandit of freedom and winning. Oh, bandit of getting slapped by giant skeleton and dying. Stall him and her, the barrel, and the spirit. Oh my goodness. That's fine. Somehow we got the King Tower activation. We took a bit of damage, but I'm just going to go ahead and pressure with this. Bandit's going to catch the reaction. I'm going to zap all that stuff. Bandit's going to deal with that, and wow, Bandit got her dash off on the tower. I'm surprised. It's because there was an instant when Mortar had dealt Tombstone where there was no skeletons before they spawned. It was very fortunate. Let him pull him to the side. More to the side with my bandit. Only need to give you the chance to have value out of that. Clone. Did touch because I didn't do anything about it. So that's a lot of damage. Whoopsies. But I'm gonna have more elixir than them now. Fairly confident. Wonder if they're gonna use that Hero Tombstone ability. I've actually never fought anybody using it once yet. So if they used it, it'd be my first time fighting it. Zero experience against it. Oh, it looks like they have like a full second or two to use it after the tower goes down. I really like that feature of the Hero Tombstone ability because it leaves it open to get a lot of value out of the tower being destroyed by a spell. If they activate the Tombstone ability after the tower is destroyed by a spell, the spell that you use against them is basically a discount on their ability activation. But if you just leave that be, then their ability is the full 6 elixir value. It's still costing them 6 elixir either way. Uh-oh. But the exchange is why it would be basically a discount. If I keep the pressure up, they might not have the chance to use that ability though. Go, bandage, go. I didn't need to use that barrel. The next muskie down. Get that firecracker with the zap, and then we get a little bit of damage with our turret, with our mortar. I mix up words a lot. And it didn't quite evade that blow. I feel like they want to get more pressure off against me, and they're probably going to use that hero ability pretty soon. And they have the elixir for it. I think that's going to be soon because I wasn't pressuring them just now. My game just minimized. I got back in. That was weird. I think that was a good zap evo. I leaked a bit of elixir. Whoopsie. Part of it is I stopped using my remote that lets me select cards easier. That's game. Whoops, I meant to say good game. Good game. Where are we at now? We knew we lost a few, I think. Yes. Can we mark that when changing our deck? We just switched the zap. I am feeling tired, that could just be why. Let's play some 2s. Should we use this deck or whatever we have from 2s? Just use this one, I guess. I do like Goblin Curse. I prefer it. Let's play some 2v2's. I feel my strength waning. I managed to climb a bit, but then I fell a bit. Say Luffy. Alright, let's go. Attack! Or the E-Golem. Bunch of hogs. Oh no. Meatpecker very much took out the whole tower. But I didn't have the elixir to deal with them. At least deal with the firecracker. And then we get to tap that tower a bit. Ooh, zap did not hit. E-Dragon. I-Dragon. Hopefully it distracts I-Dragon enough to give them no value. And I get half of the E-Golem down. My teammate is still around. Looks like they are. Stall that golem with this. And then they'll deal with the witch, and I'll put the muskie down to clean up. And they are going to get good pressure with that barrel. Who is my golem, my minion going to lock onto? Perfect. Did not want the Mother Witch around. And it hits the tower a few times. They're gonna hurt, so let's try to just stall them a little. Both the stall ended up on that P.E.K.K.A, but that's for the best. Go ahead and barrel that muskie before she can use her ability. Then they have to deal with the charge. They use a dragon, it's no problem. I'm best off just putting muskie in the back. He might die to the goblin, but she's fine. She dies to vines. My teammate's muskie can go down, and hopefully we can get some pressure off with my mortar and their barrel. This is a good time for my Evo. It's at least good damage. We got one last moment to even... Nope. I don't think we're gonna get in there. We're gonna get our other tower. We almost got a tower. Let's play another 2v2. Put the bandage out in the open. Now my teammate's Hog Rider has much more value. Now I played the curse blindly and it got nothing. But it's okay. I put my Mega Minion down to clean up that lumberjack. Still gets a little bit of damage, but it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get that firecracker, and I don't like her. So it lets me hit the tower. Now that Phoenix is pretty toast. I'm probably gonna go ahead and pressure with my mortar. And the bandit's gonna catch the reaction. And it's gonna get hit by the reaction. What a good fireball from my teammate. Enemy has another muskie on the field. They're just gonna cancel each other out if nothing else happens. I'm gonna stall the first spirit with their Hog Rider. I'll get the next one with my barrel. I did it too early. It's just gonna damage him. Okay. It's a good stall with the muskie. And the Duchess has half daggers and my bandit is more of a threat. They didn't do much to stop it. Maybe they were both cast. Let's make these spear goblins more threatening than normal with our snow golem friend. I think we're facing no more resistance. So that's probably a game. Very good. Let's play another one. Good luck. What the heck? Let's just let that Mega Knight come to us. Put the muskie in the back. Stall with the barb barrel. And Bandit can do some damage to the E-Golem too with her high attack speed. And be the last final defense of the Mega Knight, but we didn't need it. Go ahead and pressure the mortar. They end up right there not doing too much after their charge. Mortar cleans up her. And I think we can deal with the ghost, no problem. What do they do about our skeleton barrel? They have a Zap Spirit. We still get a lot of damage off. I didn't play my Muskie in the best place, so she's gonna die. And I'm forced to use my Ice Evo. Kind of bad news. It's okay. We have much more health than them at least. My teammate's probably just gonna cycle their fireballs, it looks like. Gives me a bit of pause. I'm just gonna stall their mortar with our E-Golem. Wow. Stall the E-Golem with our mortar. Yeah, Lumberjack's a good idea. Hopefully my bandit can catch this executioner up there and then come back down. She's not gonna come down, but the executioner was a huge threat. Does he hit the tower? Oh. It's okay, my teammate wanted to cycle their fireballs anyway. I'm gonna save some strength. We got the tower, no problem. I'm gonna put a musketeer in the back on the other side. I'm gonna pull that ghost over to this side. They have a golem. They have lightning. What a scary push they have coming down on us right now. Oh wow. Nope. Game. We have enough defense. It's okay. Let's play one or two more. Good luck. Go, bandit of opening attack. We're just gonna rocket our Zappy. It deals with the knight. Could go ahead and do mortar, but I'd rather we deal with that wizard. They're gonna fireball. We have Mega Knight. Use a lot of spells on my 3 elixir minion. That's interesting. I think between my mortar and the muskie, that cannon's gonna go down. This is to catch the reaction. Nice, nice, nice. Muskie can get more value. Mortar didn't have enough time to hit. Bad. It's all my teammates' elixir. That's a lot of poke we're throwing at them right now. We can get to the tower. I can clean up the knight with my bandit. By the time she makes it across the bridge, that cannon will be pretty much gone. Teammate mirrored their giant skeleton, so I'll pressure with my mortar. Hopefully we can get the goblin curse down. I'll take it. Now Martyr's gonna get 1 or 2 hits on the tower, probably 1. Yeah, they've been rocketing that every time. My teammate should probably try planning at the bridge next if they can. That's what I'd do at least. Maybe they have a better plan. Oh boy, you're gonna get a lot of damage from that drill. We have a lot of pressure going at them. Because my teammate has their Evo Mega Knight and Witch down. Here's my Evo Mortar. Let's put the Bandit for the left lane reaction. And cycle back to a Mortar soon. Just need a bit more elixir. They went ahead and fireballed at the bridge, it had good value. There's our Evo Witch. I have Mortar again. They're gonna rocket. Oh, they're gonna rocket on my Mortar. They did that. They whiffed. They whiffed their rocket. And then curse the open airs. See if it catches anything. Yeah, really good lightning. And it forces out the knight. Falling behind on damage. We have time to make it up. I can go ahead and put my next Mortar down and start cycling for another one. Oof, they got everything with that fireball. Here's my next Mortar. I don't know if we break through. Oh, they're just like 1 rocket away. Doesn't matter. We don't have time. And well, oh well. I think I'll probably call it there for now. If you watch or are watching in the future or join me, I hope you enjoyed. And know that you matter. I'll be back next week with probably Minecraft or drawing or more of this. And yeah, bye-bye.